Živio, Heather Trevar-Tukaj, your Slovenian citizen diplomat. Today we're talking about why can the U.S. not have universal health care? Because I don't think we can, at least not right now, and I think it boils down to one main factor, which we're going to talk about right now. So why is it we cannot have universal health care in the United States? If you watch The Man in the High Castle, and if you haven't, you should, it's a really good show, and you see the scene where Joe is shocked to see the bodies burning of the invalids because they're being disposed of by the Nazis because they're useless to society. If that is shocking to you, if that is horrifying to you, don't think that it can't happen here. What's happening every day? People can't afford their diabetic medication, they can't afford their asthma medication. You have to breathe. Your kidneys have to function. People don't go to the doctor when they have heart attack symptoms because they can't afford it. If that doesn't shock your conscience, don't be shocked watching The Man in the High Castle. And if you are not concerned about any of that, this video is not for you. If you are concerned, if you are shocked, if you are horrified by the things that are actually happening in our society that are reminiscent of things that happened in Nazi Germany, then this video is for you. Okay, so what does Slovenia do differently? Well, let me start with a shopping trip in Celje. I bought this blouse, not this one, because the one I bought had stripes, and when you have too many stripes on the camera, it doesn't look awesome. So I bought this blouse. It had nice stripes, fitted waist, and I loved it, and it was so stylish, but it was kind of tight around the middle. And I thought, maybe I need a bigger size. And the sales clerk said, no, you don't. This is the right size for you. If you get a bigger size, she said, it will be too big in your shoulders, too loose and baggy in the waist. And I was really interested by what she said because never have I been clothes shopping before with friends or with sales clerks giving me any feedback like that. Never. If I say, is it too tight in the middle? They'll say yes or no. They won't say, yes, but look at all this. No, but look at all this. It's just yes. And I think that's symptomatic of how Americans look at things piecemeal. We don't look at the whole puzzle. We look at this piece and this piece and this piece. We don't look at how the pieces connect. Okay, so Bernie Sanders has been talking about universal health care for a while now, and it is a conversation that is way overdue in our society. People are dying and people are suffering because they don't have enough money. We live in a country that has the money to do this. If we reallocate our resources properly, we can get it done. But I'm telling you, we can't do it right now. Why? Our viewpoint. That shopping trip in Celje in Slovenia showed me that Slovenians look at the whole problem, the whole picture. They look at the forest, not just the trees. This is important because our system is not currently structured so that we can have universal health care. We can change that with tax reform, with the way we structure health care, with our attitudes. And our attitudes is where it starts. But we're not going to get anywhere as is. You are going to say, if you're a small business owner, Heather, I can't afford these huge insurance payments to pay for people with all these pre-existing conditions, never mind the normally healthy people. You're right, you can't. But it can be done if we think about how each puzzle piece locks together, connects together, influences the next puzzle piece. If we look at the whole system and we start thinking about how we can use our tax money effectively, ethically, morally, how we can do things better with our tax system, then we can have universal health care without running individual businesses to the ground. The Amazons and the Walmarts don't care. They have all the money they need. But we need to restructure it so that they pay their fair share, their employees don't suck up social services simply because these companies aren't paying a living wage, and then we make certain that the mom and pop shops are able to offer universal health care to their employees as well. It all begins with our attitude. We've got to start there. In Slovenia, they're a socialist country. It says so in the Constitution. Don't get upset. It's fine. We're only a democratic republic in theory anyway. We're basically an oligarchy now. And Slovenia, they even have more choices of parties than we do. We only have two, and those two are controlled by a few people. Just food for thought for later. So yeah, we can have universal health care if we change our system, if we restructure our healthcare system, restructure our tax system, and really think about how we're spending our money. Is it in an ethical manner? But it all starts up here. We have to stop looking at the piecemeal problems and see how it all fits together. Once we do that, we can move forward, but until then, no, we're dead in the water. Our system is not set up for us to have universal health care. That shopping trip in Celia showed me we think too much about individual, and it probably comes from the fact that we are very individualistic in the United States. We're very focused on me, and not on the community. But if you care about your fellow human beings, if you care about people being sick, disabled, dying because they can't afford health care, either because they simply don't have the money or because the prices are jacked up too high, then you will be concerned about the whole system. And if you're not concerned about that, then you've been watching this video way too long. If you are interested in more videos like this, please subscribe. I upload weekly. And until next time, adieu.